I'd say the most important element is hunger, a hunger that doesn't go away. If you look at a guy like Richard Branson, he's as hungry today when he was 16 years old and started Virgin, right? But most people get hungry to achieve a goal and then they achieve it and they drop out. But if your hunger is to never become, never do, be, share, or give less than you're capable of, then there's no limit to what you can achieve.
True wins, true losses, true life. I just realized that if you say it to yourself and you look yourself in the eye and look yourself in the mirror and truly believe that not a man alive can beat you, then that is the way it is. And just true hours in the gym and preparation, I feel that I am untouchable right now.
And for everybody in the world, I want to be able to say it can seem dark and it can seem hopeless and it can seem very overwhelming, but the resilience and the strength of the human spirit is an extraordinary thing.
But the bottom is the bottom.
It was the bottom, man.
And pain is pain.
Yeah.
You've done your thing to get from there. And I think the thing that's special is not just starting from the bottom, but how high, the commitment you made. And I think that's the challenge when you talk to a lot of people. They don't know what you have to do to get to a certain place. You have to pay the price.
Yeah.
And there's no discount, it's no sale. It's a lot of hard work.
I remember doing the 2008, 2009, the real estate bust. And I watched how many guys busted out. I kept telling my friends, what he's doing is not right, what he's doing is not right, what he's doing with the bank's not right, that's not right, I know that's not right. And they're all telling me, man, you need to do this thing, man. I said, dude, I ain't doing that thing. I was the only one that didn't bust out. So I know the difference, and everybody watching this, you know the difference between something real, something ethical, something honest, and you know when it's not honest.
Absolutely. But do me a favor though, I know, but I think the challenge is sometimes we're lured by the shortcuts.
Yeah.
Like we think if we take a shortcut, we can get there faster, but the reality is there are no shortcuts to success. You gotta go the long way. You have to go through the process. You have to trust the process and know that while it may take longer, it's gonna last a lot.
Don't fit in, don't sit still, don't ever try to be less than what you are, and when someone tells you that you are different, smile and hold your head up high and be proud.
People are just afraid, man. So many people are afraid of rejection or failure, but without failure, you have no success.
There's some other challenges that we had, and we just stayed focused on the dream. Like there's 12 rounds. Like you don't get caught up on the 5th round or the 6th round or the 7th. It's 12 rounds. So if you lose it in the 7th, it don't mean you're gonna lose the fight. So you keep your mind focused on what the end goal is, what the end result is, and you keep on fighting.
What if I told you you died this week? Would you complain about your crap job or that test you don't want to take? I doubt it. You would go much higher level thinking. Well, that's really what it takes. It takes understanding that if you're not pumped right now, if you're begrudging what you're about to do, if you're not looking forward to it, look, I respect practicality. You gotta go through school because your parents want to. You gotta pay your rent. You got student loans. I get it. But please recognize the world we're living in. We're living in a world where there's so much more opportunity. This internet thing created way more opportunity for all of us. Way more. I mean, look, you might not even be alive. Like, your mom and dad could have had sex like 3 minutes later and you wouldn't even exist, and you're complaining. You could have ended up being a bus, a tree. I just don't get the mentality of being head down sad on a Monday morning. Please, take a step back and think about how awesome it actually is. And then recognize that you can attack the world in a totally different way because you were lucky enough to be born during this era.
I'm enjoying the fruits of my hard work. Nobody works harder than me inside the octagon, outside the octagon. I am a workhorse, so I'm going to enjoy the benefits of this life. I'm going to get myself a big mansion in Las Vegas. I'm going to get the soft top cars. I'm going to bring my whole team out. I'm going to spoil them and give them this life. Big steaks that size, we're eating every single night each. We're eating good, we're living good. It's human nature. Some people will sit and take positivity from that. They will look at that and take inspiration and inspire. It will inspire them to go and push for that. Others will shell up and critique it and be negative towards it. But one thing is for sure, those people will stay where they are. The people who take inspiration from it will rise up and also one day experience that life. So this is human nature. Some go one way, some go the other way.
For example, if you're born healthy, that's lucky. But if you don't take advantage of the opportunity, it's all for nothing. I think some people think it's great, it's black and white. Like, you're born unlucky, so you have no chance. or you're born lucky and therefore things will automatically come to you. It's not really that way. Arnold Schwarzenegger's body, became the most legendary bodybuilder of all time. He had the physique for it, but he had to grab the opportunity. Had he never worked out, he would have just been probably a kind of stocky dude. Albert Einstein, had he not put in the work, he had a physics mentor growing up. Bill Gates spent 20,000 hours as a teenager programming. Sure, he had a school that was wealthy enough and a family that was wealthy enough to give him that opportunity to have a computer back in the 60s and 70s when most didn't, but a lot of kids had that. And he took that opportunistic luck and ran with it and sat down and literally programmed for sometimes 20 hours a weekend, he said he would do. The takeaway for me is, no matter who you are, there's some luck to your life, and you got to grab that opportunity. It might be, you're lucky to be born in a country that's free, or you might be born in a horrible place where the odds are all against you, but there might be one thing. Maybe you're good at soccer, maybe you're good at writing, maybe you're good at math, maybe you're good socially with people. And the good news about life, you only got to grab one opportunity and magnify it and get it large enough that it will make up for all those shortcomings.